Welcome to this listening story to improve your English. In this episode, you'll hear the exciting tale of Robin Hood, a legendary hero. This story is told in clear English. Enjoy a great story and improve your English at the same time. Long ago, in medieval England, when castles stood tall and forests were wild, lived a young man named Robin of Locksley. Robin was brave, clever, and skilled with the bow and arrow. He grew up in a noble family and lived in a beautiful estate. As a child, he rode horses across the hills, practiced archery in the woods, and dreamed of becoming a knight. But England was not a land of peace. King Richard the Lionheart, the true king, was away fighting in the Crusades. In his place ruled his brother, Prince John, a greedy and cruel man. Prince John raised taxes higher and higher. The poor grew poorer. People lost their homes and farms. Anyone who spoke out was punished or imprisoned. Robin had always loved his country and believed in justice, but soon his world would be turned upside down. One stormy evening, Robin returned from hunting in the forest. He expected to see his father at the gate, smiling and proud, but instead he found his family's estate surrounded by armed soldiers. A tall, cold man stepped forward. The Sheriff of Nottingham. "By order of Prince John, this land is now property of the Crown," the sheriff declared. "Your father was disloyal. He spoke against the prince." Robin argued, "My father loved England. He served the king faithfully." "Lies," said the sheriff. "Leave now or face prison." When Robin refused, the sheriff's men attacked. Robin fought bravely but was outnumbered. He escaped into the night, leaving everything behind. Robin looked around one last time. His home was in flames. Soldiers surrounded the gates, and his father was gone. His heart pounded in his chest. He had no sword, no horse, and no allies. But he had his mind, and the cover of darkness. As the sheriff's men rushed into the house, Robin slipped out through a hidden servant's door in the back of the estate. Rain poured down, hiding the sound of his footsteps. He ran through the orchard, jumping over fallen branches, his boots sinking into the muddy ground. Behind him, dogs barked and guards shouted, "Find him! He must not escape." But Robin knew the land better than anyone. He darted through the trees, climbed a rocky hill, and crawled through a narrow tunnel once used by travelers in secret. The storm covered his trail. By morning, he was deep in Sherwood forest, wet, cold, and alone, but alive. He had escaped into the night, leaving everything behind, except his courage and his will to fight for justice. He was now a wanted man, with a price on his head. 100 gold coins for Robin of Locksley, dead or alive. Robin fled into Sherwood Forest, a vast and mysterious wood filled with old trees, hidden paths, and wild animals. It was a dangerous place, but also a place of freedom. He built a small camp by a stream and lived off roots, berries, and wild game. But he was not alone for long. Others began to appear, poor farmers, former soldiers, and villagers hiding from tax collectors. Robin welcomed them. "We will not live as thieves," he told them, "but we will fight for justice. We will take back what was stolen from the poor and return it to them." The group became known as Robin Hood and his merry men. Robin's followers were strong and loyal. Little John, a giant with a booming laugh and a heart of gold. Friar Tuck, a jolly monk who loved good food, wine, and fairness. Will Scarlet, quick with a blade and quick to laugh. Much the miller's son, kind but fierce in battle. They trained daily. Robin taught them to shoot arrows, move silently, and fight with courage. They learned to use the forest to their advantage, hiding in trees, making traps, and building secret camps. Sherwood became their kingdom. Robin Hood became a legend. He robbed tax wagons, outsmarted guards, and helped families in need. The sheriff grew angrier by the day. One morning, the sheriff's gold cart was stopped on a forest road by a broken cart. A farmer begged for help. As the guard stepped out to move it, arrows flew from the trees. It was Robin. He tied the guards, returned the gold to the villagers, and left behind a note. "This belongs to the people." Robin Hood. The sheriff shouted, "Burn the forest, I want him caught." But no fire could burn him. Robin always escaped. Not far from the castle lived Lady Marian, a noblewoman with courage and a kind soul. She had known Robin as a child. When she heard rumors that he had become a criminal, she refused to believe them. Disguised in a simple dress, she walked into Sherwood. Robin, cooking by the fire, saw her and gasped. "Marian?" "Robin! Why do they say you steal?" He told her everything about Prince John, the sheriff, and the poor people of Nottingham. She saw the truth. Children laughed, old men smiled, and people shared food under the trees. "You are not a thief," Marian said softly. "You are a hero." Lady Marian returned to the castle but continued to support Robin in secret. She sent him hidden messages and warnings about the sheriff's plans. Thanks to her, Robin always knew when danger was near or when the enemy was making a move. Marian became his secret ally, working quietly behind the scenes to help him protect the people. Over time, their friendship grew stronger, and she became not only his trusted partner, but also his greatest love. The sheriff made a plan. "We will hold an archery contest," he said. "The winner receives a golden arrow." "But Robin will not come," a guard said. "Oh, he will," smiled the sheriff. "He cannot resist a challenge." Robin's friends begged him not to go. "It's a trap," said Little John. "I know," Robin said, "but I have a plan." He arrived in disguise, gray hair, hunched back, and a limp. No one recognized him. One by one, the archers shot. Robin was the last. His arrow flew straight into the center of the target. Then, to everyone's amazement, he shot again and split his first arrow in two. Cheers erupted. "What is your name?" the sheriff asked. "I am but an old man," Robin replied, and slipped away. Later, the sheriff found a note with the golden arrow. "Thank you for the prize. Robin Hood." One night, Marian came with a warning. "Prince John has sent letters to spies in France. They plan to kill King Richard before he returns." "We must stop them," Robin said. With his men and Marian, Robin crept into the castle using secret tunnels. They found the letters in a locked box and escaped almost. The sheriff caught them at the gates. A fight broke out. Swords clashed, fire spread, and the group barely escaped with the letters. Robin sent them to the king's loyal allies. England had hope again. When King Richard returned, Prince John panicked. He gathered soldiers and locked the city gates. But Robin was ready. He called upon the people, blacksmiths, bakers, farmers, and even children. They marched on Nottingham, armed with tools and courage. "Justice for the poor!" they shouted. The battle was fierce. Arrows flew, gates fell, and the sheriff was finally captured. Prince John was arrested. King Richard arrived and looked out at the crowd. "Who led you?" Robin stepped forward. "You risked your life for England," King Richard said. "Let me reward you. I offer you land, gold, and a title. Rise, Sir Robin." But Robin bowed his head. "Thank you, my king. But my home is the forest. My mission is not finished." The king smiled. "Then let your heart guide you. You have my blessing." Robin returned to Sherwood with Marian, now by his side always, not only as his love, but as his partner in every mission. Together they were stronger than ever. With the king's blessing, they began a new chapter of hope. They built wooden homes among the trees, safe and warm for those who had once been hunted. Marian organized healers, teachers, and food gatherers, while Robin trained young archers to defend their villages. They helped rebuild burned farms, planted new crops, and brought clean water to nearby hamlets. Slowly, the forest and the people came alive again. Where there had once been fear and hunger, now there was laughter, singing, and the smell of fresh bread. Travelers passed through Sherwood, not with fear, but with joy, knowing they were safe under Robin's watch. Peace did not come easily, but Robin and Marian worked each day to protect it and to make sure no one was left behind. Years passed, but Robin Hood never faded. People say that if you walk deep into Sherwood Forest and listen to the wind, you might hear the laugh of merry men and the quiet promise, "Stand for the poor, speak for justice, and never stop fighting for what is right."